Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm here to tell y'all that Hurricane Beryl did come in through, y'all know that, y'all been watching the news, but it did come in to the Texas coastline, just as I predicted it would. I didn't feel like it was going to go to Mexico at all. I just felt like it was going to come straight to Texas, which it did. Y'all know I live right outside of San Antonio, about 15 minutes outside of San Antonio. And we didn't get one drop of rain from this storm. Not one drop. I was looking forward to some rain coming here, but Houston is getting blasted. So I do have family that lives in Seabrook area and also right above Conroe, which would be Cleveland. And it just looks like Beryl just barreled straight for them. There's like 2 million homes without electricity right now in Houston. They are really getting the brunt of this storm. I've just watched the mayor asking people in Houston area to shelter in place. He's asking them, please don't get out on the streets. So if you live in that area, you're listening to me, please listen to your mayor. Listen to the authorities. They're telling you to stay put, don't go out. It's flooding. The streets are flooded. Even if it's not flooded where you live, you can, run into some flooding. It's going to continue to flood. So, as the mayor has asked, don't add to the problems. Please shelter in place and stay home. There is 80-mile-per-hour wind gust, so they're in it. They're in it right now. I've talked to my family that lives in Cleveland, and all their electricity is out, so it's going to be a hot next couple of days for them. I don't know how long it'll take for them to get their electricity back on. That's my mom's house where my two sisters and brother and his daughter are living now. They have 4 refrigerators, like one for each person, it seems like, because they have one out. My mother had a refrigerator outside, and she had 2 on the inside. And then my brother moved in, and he has his fridge plugged in. So everybody has a fridge, and they've got lots of food in there, and they have a freezer with meat and stuff too. So I'm, praying that all that doesn't go to waste. But it just might do that. I remember I'm from the Gulf Coast, lived on the Gulf Coast all my life, lived in Clear Lake, in LaPorte, so in that area in general, and I've seen a lot of hurricanes come. And we always kind of, you hear that people that live on the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, Texas, and everything, they're like, we're going to barbecue a brisket. So what happens is when you lose electricity, all your meat's going to go bad, so you have to start barbecuing. You got to start cooking it. So they go outside and start barbecuing. So that's why you hear a lot of Texans say, well, we're going to have a barbecue. But the last really big storm that I can remember was Hurricane Alicia. It was in 1983. We were living in LaPorte, Texas, and this storm came in through Galveston. I had a 5-month-old baby then, and it was very scary. It was very, very scary. Our whole house, the walls were just shaking, and it felt like our house was just going to implode. It really did. We lost our fence and our chimney and things like that, but no real, really big damage, thank goodness. But it was a scary, scary night. The wind howled, and it flooded, and we lost electricity for, I would say, 5 or 6 days. We lost electricity, so yeah, we had to clean out our freezer and cook all our meat on the grill too. But yeah, I really feel for everybody that's lost their electricity because it is hotter than hell. It's hot. It's very, very hot. Now, I know it's being cooled off right now by the rain, but when the rain passes, electricity, it's going to take a little time for them to restore it. They're working as quickly as they can to restore the power for everybody, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take time. It just really is. And it's going to be hot. It's going to really be hot. So might have to go for a joyride in the car just to cool off, you know. Um, so I just wanted to say that I'm praying for everybody that they're safe, they stay home, and you know, if if in the next few days you know somebody that you can help, go help your neighbor, you know, go check on your elderly neighbor because they, you know, have a really hard time regulating their body temperatures. It can get too hot for them. Now you're not even going to have an ice cold drink to drink because, you know, the electricity's out, there's no ice, nothing. So if you know, if you have a neighbor that you know is elderly, please, after the storm, go check on them and continue to check on them in the next few days because they need your help. They really do. And I thank you for doing that. I appreciate it so much. Okay, guys, we're fine. We're high and dry here. You know, hurricane didn't come. Just wanted to let y'all all know that. Now let's talk about the Democrats. And all I'm hearing on the news is about Democrats are calling for Joe Biden to step aside, to drop out of the race. So there are 4 Democrats now that have joined in saying Joe Biden needs to, you know, step aside. So Democrats didn't learn, you know, they're cutting off their nose to spite their face, just like they did when they got rid of Al Franken. Because Al Franken was a comedian, and when he was a comedian, he went like this at a lady's bust while she was asleep. So he's gone. He's done. He's out of there. They didn't give him a chance to defend himself. Nothing. They just got rid of him. I'm tired of this. I wish Al Franken was there. We need more people like Al Franken. Don't run off good people. So I've stopped watching CNN, MSNBC, and all. I've stopped watching them. I'm watching some things on YouTube. You know, I'm listening to Twitter, watching Twitter, and seeing things like that. But I am not going to add to the ratings to CNN. If they think by bashing Biden they're getting higher ratings, I ask all of you to turn off your channel, turn it off, turn off your TV. Don't watch MSNBC, don't watch CNN, don't watch any of them. You know, don't give them any ratings. That's one of the ways that we can combat this. You know, let them know we're not going to watch this crap. We're not going to be manipulated because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to manipulate us. So Adam Smith, a Democrat from Washington, he's one of the Democrats that are calling for Biden's to step aside, for Biden to leave. Now, if you want to do something, you can call his office and tell him to get with the program. His office number is 202-225-8901. Okay? So I think we should inundate all these Democrats that are stepping up and telling Biden to leave. I think we should put them in their place and give them a phone call. Jerry Nadler. What the hell, Jerry? I thought you were better than that. He's from New York. Y'all all know who Jerry Nadler is. He's 77 years old. Why don't you fucking step down? Excuse my language. I'm just pissed. Why don't you step down? Why are you telling Biden to step down? Why don't you? You're 77. You're older than hell. You know, I'm pretty sure if you put them side by side, Jerry Nadler would look older than Biden. You know, his office number is 212-367-7350. Call his office and tell him to zip it. Mark Takano from California, he's the next representative that's, you know, asking for Biden to step aside. His office number's 951-222-0203. Call and ask him to zip it. Tell him you're not representing your constituents. Zip it. Joe Morrell from New York. His office number is 202-225-3615. call his office and tell, let them all know you don't appreciate them not backing up Biden. We want our Democrats all to back up Biden. Look, did y'all just see France? France is defeating the right-wing party, the conservatives. The UK, they just beat the conservatives. They're on the run. They're all over the country. This is happening all over the nation, I have to say, all over the world. All over the world, this is happening. And they are being beat. The conservatives are being beaten. We can beat them too. There are money at play with CNN, MSNBC. There's a bunch of money behind, the media, and that's why they're on top of Joe Biden, because of money. Money is manipulating them, and they're trying to manipulate us by forcing us to believe that he needs to step down, and that's the only viable way that we'll have to be able to elect another Democratic president. I don't believe that is true. I believe that will destroy any hope that we have to win this election and get rid of Trump for good. And they're playing right into the hands of the Republicans. And the Republicans are behind this. The money is all behind the Republicans. It's all manipulation. I'm not falling for it. I don't care. Like they said, I don't care if they have to prop up Joe Biden and spoon feed him applesauce. I'm voting for him. This morning he called into MSNBC to Good Morning Joe. Now, I didn't watch MSNBC, but on YouTube somebody put a clip up of Biden calling in, and I listened to that clip through YouTube. I had to pause just a second ago because I got a message from my brother that lives in Cleveland, that's north of Houston, really close to Conroe right there. And he just sent me a video, and the wind is gusting like mad. He's just showed me the whole yard and everything. All the trees are blowing, and it's just, they're getting it. They're getting it right now. So I just pray for them, pray for their safety. Thank you for your prayers also for them. Anyway, Joe Biden sounded terrific. He sounded fine. He's an old man. Yes, he sounds like a little bit like an old man, but his policies and, his mind works well. He does want to say a lot of things at once, and sometimes he's like, he trails off, you know what I mean? He's got so many things he wants to say, it seems like he can't get it all out at once. I have the same problem, but he's a million times smarter than me, you guys. He can say things one thing after another. His mind is working really quickly. If you want to go listen to it, go on YouTube and just look it up. Joe Biden calls into Morning Joe, and listen to him. He sounds fine. He sounds, perfectly sane, healthy, and fine. He's just an older gentleman. So what? I don't care. I do not care. I'm just trying to keep Trump out of office because his agenda is crazy. Now he's going around saying that he doesn't have any knowledge of the 2025 project, which is so untrue, because you can go and look it up and see all the people that he's embracing and talking about the Heritage Project and all this, and they're all people that worked in his administration and everything. So they're just locked like this all together, and he just lies, and lies. So it's really scary that we're having to face this right now. But I do have faith in the people. I have faith in you, and I have faith in all the other Democrats. I know the people want Joe Biden to stay there, and I have faith that most good people, and there are so many good people, they don't want to see this Republican agenda. It's already started. They've already done so many things. It's really scary. But women are going to vote, and we are strong in numbers. And we need everybody's vote. So please, please, please don't give up. Don't be hopeless. Y'all, I know it seems like that Trump is wiggling out of everything, that he's got the Supreme Court on his side and everything. Everything is going to play out the way that it should. Just know that. No matter what happens, things play out the way they should. You know, I feel like that everybody here is learning a lesson about something. You know what I mean? We're all learning this lesson. And I don't want to learn the lesson that the Republicans need to learn. I really don't want to go through that lesson with them. And I hope that they will come to their senses, or that we'll be able to bail them out so that they won't have to learn this lesson. Because I really don't believe that they'll want to live in a world that will be created if they have Trump at the helm. They know not what they do. They really don't. So I'm just praying I don't have to learn the lesson with them, for them. I don't want to participate in that lesson. So we need to get the word out. We need to spread the word. We need to vote blue. You need to, get your friends and family on board. Make sure that they're voting. There's a lot of people that say, well, I don't even want to vote because, they don't even count. It's not the popular vote. My vote don't mean anything, especially here in Texas, because it's all Republican. And my husband had said several times, I'm not even going to vote this year because, it doesn't even matter because they're all Republicans here. It doesn't matter if I vote or not. But he's voting. He is going to vote. And I had gotten after him and said, you're going to vote. You are going to vote. We need your vote. And that's what y'all need to do also. You need to remind young people, we need your vote. Women, we need your vote. So go out there and do your part. Help us with the blue wave. Help us just turn this into a complete blue wave, just like they're doing in Europe. That's what they're doing. They're turning it into a blue wave. They're getting rid of these conservatives. And we're going to do that here also. Don't worry, y'all. We're going to do it. I was kind of being complacent for a while here. I was just saying, I don't want to listen to any more politics. I'm tired of doing political readings, which I am tired of doing political readings. But I know that this is a really important time in our country's history. This is very, very important. And I've been called on to use my voice as much as I can to help get the message through to everybody. So I hope everyone's listening. Please share this message with others. Any message that you get that is meaningful to you, please share it. And that's the way that we'll get this out. So you're saying, there's nothing I can really do, but I'll go and vote democratically, and I'll vote down the ticket blue. You can share people's messages everywhere that you go, on YouTube, on X, on TikTok, wherever you're seeing media at. Share it, share it, share it, and get the message out, because we all need to do our part. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I am still doing readings, even though I'm not doing a political reading right now or doing a reading. I'm still doing a lot of healing sessions and a lot of energy work. If you need that, I do have a special going this month, because there's a lot of people that are going on vacation, and they've got a lot of things going on right now with school being out. So I'm doing a special with a tarot reading and a healing session combined together. I've done this before. I think around January I did this for the New Year's. $75 if you would like to participate in that. If you feel like you need a healing session and you want a little reading to go with it, $75. So that's $25 off the regular cost. So that, hopefully that will help people out. And I want to remind y'all too, if you can, spare $5 and give it to the Democrats. So I get asked to give every day, like 10 times a day at least, and I have I have given, contributed here and there. So I'm trying to give as much as I can. So if y'all can give, that's going to help them too. So that's what we need to do. We need to, give $5 if you can spare it. If you can't, just do whatever you can. Okay, guys, I'm going to go get some work done and do some sessions for people. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. And please contact me if you'd like to get a reading. I leave my email down below. Love you. Have a wonderful day. And bye for now.